It's been a long time since I made these videos. Huh? Anyway, on April 2024, I finally moved out from my parents' home, and it took me a year to establish some sort of stability. Primarily due to a blowout month that was rug pulled for me due to financial circumstances beyond my control. Then my Windows 7 PC decided to have both of their hard drives crash. And it took a year to get a replacement, which is more of a work computer for Windows 7. For my YouTube channel / social media, it's more like an office PC to work on primarily the scripts and research for any stories I have for the YouTube channel. And because with Microsoft currently right now hell-bent on shoving generative AI down everyone's throats, I would rather have a Windows 7 PC available to use. And in fact, that Windows 10 is unusable, and they are hell-bent on making Windows 10 unusable in the next few months. This has been more difficult since it turns out after 2020, during the Corona-Chan lockdowns and the hysteria, Microsoft decided to cut off support entirely for Windows 7. So even if you have an old Windows 7 PC and you want to update it to be more secure up to the last security patch, it won't allow you to have any updates to the system at all. And most software developers slowly dropped support for Windows 7 since that time. I mean, if I ever get my actual Windows 7 main computer restored, it's just going to be used as a file server. Already I'm doing slow data bankruptcy on my Windows 10 computer, which is going on a slow pace. But it's getting there, but it's going to involve lots of portable hard drives. Besides, Windows 11 is literally a botnet. When I mean botnet, I mean literally you're going to have generative AI on all the time. Cloud computing all the time. I mean, lots of people let me want things locally with cloud computing as an insurance policy, and in fact your main computer crashes. But anyway, due to everything else going on in my life during that time, and I had little energy to no energy to deal with actual things I want to do unless time, mental energy, mental space, and money all align at once. And when they do align, I have a short window to go all in on anything I have to do outside of work and family obligations. Now, I got some good news. I have finally built my own weeb cave. You're seeing it right now. It's basically done, and it's still basically under construction in some ways. All I need to do is get a proper lamp because this apartment doesn't have ceiling lamps for the bedrooms. Replace the white shelf you see behind me with a proper DVD, Blu-ray, video game library shelf, which I actually have one in my apartment over a year. Replace a two-piece shelf with a proper figurine shelf and figure shelf, and to create a custom-made workbench. An L-shaped workbench. Either an L-shaped workbench or basically have another table that's small that can fit in that small space behind me. And it's basically done. Then I put up much posters I can fit in my room, in my bedroom, and at this point, it's done. Even though it's somewhat under construction. Still under construction. But this short white staff, you will not be seeing this after this video. And if you do see it, it's just going to be for a few videos, and that'll be it. Now, my first step is to unload all the photos I've taken from I don't know, the first 12 to 13 years of the DC, Maryland, Virginia anime convention scene. The first 13 years before the Corona-chan lockdowns. So I'm the only photographer in Otakographer which has substantially documented the DMV anime convention scene, and I've never, if barely got any time to upload all my photos and videos. I did upload all my photos and videos for the first 12 13 years of Otakon before 2020, and it barely got any attention. So this is the best and only way. Just find a way to upload all my photos and videos on YouTube. Then the next step is to possibly upload all the videos I recorded of every anime convention I've attended since 2007. Most of the footage have never been seen, never been open to the public, ever. Cause I didn't have the time or energy to do it after all these years. Hoping I can get this done in 1 or 2 years, barring any world events or any catastrophic events in the world or in the region, which will happen in the next 4 years. Then I want to showcase all the convention swag and merch I've gotten out for the last 15 years, even during Anime Matsuri. I mean, you already got a small taste of what's to come in a short section of my YouTube channel. This is while simultaneously finishing up my second bachelor's in IT and cybersecurity technology. Eventually there will be a dedicated space and website for all my upcoming convention travels and any travels that is related to the otaku scene in the United States, especially in the DC area, in my upcoming website. Since social media is slowly falling apart, since companies rather cheap out with faulty AI and bots than have actual moderators that work in the United States. The second step is me playing a 24-hour series starting with a free-to-start game. Those free-to-play gacha games, Zenless Zone Zero, Genshin Impact, maybe Warframe. Maybe play a video game in my backlog that is in my Steam or personal backlog. Maybe going back to Battlefield 3 or 4. Read-only memories. One of the Need for Speed racing games. Mass Effect series, maybe Elite Dangerous, Stardew Valley. Maybe I'll start doing an anime or manga summary of a classic or two for all the Zoomer tourists out there who these days only care about the flavor of the month anime series or the latest shonen slop that is popular these days. Or even better, an ongoing manga recap. For I heard Magical Girl and Narco Wars is a contender for Manga of the Year 2025 for seinen manga. I mean, seriously, check it out. Magical Girl and Narco Wars. Really, it was a unique manga. And finally revived one of the main news briefs that was effectively cancelled due to how devastating the government response to Corona-chan was. So I can start and point on actual anime convention news and video gaming news, as even though the scene is rapidly going to crap, since the factory capital is running out and we're heading to a Great Depression, a second Great Depression. We're already in an undeclared recession since the Corona-chan hysteria of 2020. But no one actually cares about it because we still have food and superhero movies these days. I heard Fantastic Four First Steps is actually a decent film. Well-made decent film. Maybe I should go see it. Maybe I will do one of my monthly trips to Round 1 in Townsend, Maryland that I always wanted to do before the lockdowns happened. Maybe visit Round 1 in Potomac Mills. I got way too many plans I want to do before the world falls apart again, which will happen again in the next 5 years. Too many plans, especially in the anime convention and otaku scene. Maybe I can revive my streams on Twitch, on Twitter, on YouTube. I honestly don't know, since everything's in flux these days. Since the events of 5 years ago. Regardless, the Ministry of Otaku, after 1 or 2 years of hiatus and semi-hiatus, will finally resume full operations on September 1st, 2025. Or earlier, depending on how things go. Regardless of potential global epidemics, economic recession or depression, political hysteria, major war events, or regional wars, or any bullshit emergency I have to handle. The show must go on. This channel must go on, no matter what. And I am doing what it takes to restore this channel to full operations on September 1st, 2025, or earlier. You have my word? And I am dead serious about this. This is JK from the Ministry of Otaku speaking. Hope you all have a good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever. And now I got to deal with other life stuff, like getting a long needed haircut.